Good morning and welcome to KX on the Go. I'm Amber French. Leaders at the North Dakota State Fair are making another big announcement, bringing all the hype to this summer's state fair. Pop sensation and Grammy nominee Alex Warren is opening up the grandstand concert lineup on Friday, July 17th. Warren, who quickly became a rising star in pop music with platinum certification and more than 100 billion streams on his breakout single Ordinary, will be one of 3 single-ticket concerts offer. Warren, a recent Grammy nominee for the Best New Artist, is described as a compelling songwriter with a unique personal story. With more than 20 million followers on TikTok, Charlene Ratliff, the marketing director with the North Dakota State Fair, says she's hopeful his fan base will attract even more people to the state fair.
We are hoping that we reach out to that demographic that wouldn't typically come to the North Dakota State Fair. So we're always reaching, we're listening, we watch our social media, we look for all the requests, and as hard as we try to answer a lot of those requests, it doesn't always work out, but we do try.
The concert ticket is $80. Tickets will go on sale in March, and Ratliff says to keep your eyes out at the end of this month for ticket kiosks to appear. The Minot Air Force Base, home to more than 11,000 people, generated nearly $1 billion. This report, presented at the Minot Area Chamber EDC Military Affairs Committee meeting on Thursday, showed the base is responsible for about $956.7 million in fiscal year 2025. The base employs more than thousands of active duty and civilian personnel, with total employment estimated at more than 6,900 jobs. When factoring in dependents, the base is home to more than 11,000 people. The report shows that active duty military members were paid more than $400 million total in the last fiscal year. A man who was part of a wildlife conservation club in North Dakota is now facing jail time after he's accused of stealing thousands of dollars of a club's money. According to an affidavit obtained by KX News, Michael Johnson is accused of stealing more than $174,000 from the club Pheasants for the Future. Police spoke with the club's board of directors, who say they believe Johnson had been stealing money from the club's bank account for more than 7 years, going back to 2018. One person says when he asked Johnson about the money, Johnson told him he had used the money to pay his employees at a wine bar in Minot. A club member says he tried setting up a meeting with Johnson to talk about the money, but Johnson didn't show up. Johnson was arrested on a warrant last month and appeared in Ward County Court on Wednesday. He is charged with misapplication of entrusted property of over $50,000. He'll be back in court next month. Good morning, Andre.
Well, thank you, Amber, and good morning to you too. And we are starting off our day with those light snow showers here around the Magic City at this time. And our current temperature is at 32 degrees, so right at the freezing mark, and a little bit of reduced visibility at 9 miles, but overall not looking too bad. And as we go over into the Garrison area, we are seeing those mostly cloudy to cloudy conditions with a temperature of 34 degrees, and the winds are out of the north and west at 9 miles per hour. Now, looking ahead, folks, we are going to be watching for the slightly cooler temperatures for our Friday, and then we're going to be watching for a rapidly warming weekend as we get into this weekend, and we will be watching for those temperatures to decline once again as we head into early next week. Now, looking at our current storm team radar right now, folks, we are watching those flurries of light snow showers continuing to move its way from the north towards the south along and east of Highway 83, but otherwise it is a dry start to our day. So if you got any plans this morning, you should be all right to go. Now, as far as our current temperatures right now, our temperatures are mainly in the 20s and the 30s, exception there in Bottineau at 19 degrees, but overall still a very mild start to our day across our neck of the woods, especially for early February. But as far as the winds right now, mainly out of the north, about 5 to 15 miles per hour, so not looking too bad on the wind front of things. Now, What's driving this? Well, we have this area of high pressure that is located to our north, ushering in that cool air across the viewing area compared to what we were seeing yesterday, and that is going to be the kind of primary sort of feature that we're going to be seeing throughout our Friday. And our wind gusts throughout the day today not looking too bad, about 15 to 25 miles per hour at the highest once we get later into the evening, but overall still looking to be a good Friday ahead as far as the wind's concerned. Now our highs for today will be cooler than what we were seeing yesterday, with temperatures in the 20s, 30s, in the 40s, but still above normal for this time of year, so that's something to really be excited for. But once we get into tonight, temperatures will drop down into the teens, 20s, and the 30s, so slightly dropping overnight because of the clouds that we will see increase as we head into the evening and overnight hours. But then we're going to be watching for a warm front to push on through during the day on Saturday and Sunday. An area of high pressure will also build in as well, and that is going to allow for us to see a southerly flow increase in the temperatures as we get into our Saturday and especially as we get into our Sunday here. So that's going to be something very relaxing to really see those warming temperatures throughout the viewing area. Now Saturday we will see a mix of clouds and sunshine with temperatures in the 30s, 40s, in the 50s, but on our Sunday it's going to be overall increasing into the 40s and 50s with partly cloudy skies. So again, it's just going to be a really good weekend ahead, especially as the Super Bowl is this weekend. Now looking here, Williston, we will see temperatures drop down into the 30s once we get into our Monday and Tuesday, with those precipitation chances possible. Low in at the moment, but we will continue to watch that as we progress through the weekend, and we will see resurgence in temperatures as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday. And that same thing goes here in the Dickinson area too, with slightly warmer temperatures here. But as we get into the Magic City, we're going to be seeing those 30s today, 40s tomorrow, and then 50s on our Sunday, and then we'll see those temperatures drop down into the upper 30s to low 40s on Monday and Tuesday with those precipitation chances, and then resurging as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too, but again slightly milder here. So Amber, enjoy your great weekend ahead.
Thank you, Andre. I definitely will, and you too. For everyone here, this was KX on the Go. I'm Amber French.